I'm Chris, and this is Single Dad Homestead, brought to you from the beautiful Appalachian Mountains in Northeast Tennessee. Guys, we're on the front porch, and I am getting ready to share with you the most important part about homesteading. The most important piece of information ever shared on YouTube about homesteading. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to do a couple things here off camera, and then we'll show you exactly what we're talking about. But this is probably the most important thing for anyone in the homesteading community, and probably the hunting community, probably the wake up in the morning community, probably everybody else that you can think of. But this is the most important thing you need to know about homesteading, and I'm gonna pick this camera up. Every day should start out with a cup of coffee. So I'm going to turn you around, and this is a little setup. This is some of the Wild Ride by the NOMADIC movement. If you haven't watched them, I'll leave a link down below in the thing. We've got our off-grid mugs and our Mr. Right mug, and then a very important piece of equipment if you're hiking, if you're a hiker, if you're a hunter, if you're a homesteader and you're out in the garden and you're away from the house, if your property's separate, is a jetboil. And I'm going to set this up here in a second so that you can see how the jetboil works and how long it takes to do this whole thing. So I'm going to set you over to the side, and we're going to make a cup of coffee here at the end of the day. So let me get you set up, and then we'll see how long this takes. All right, guys, we are back, and here we go. We're going to see how long this takes to do this. So I poured the water in there. You watched me do that. This jetboil, I can't find any jetboil containers for the fuel in my area, but I'm using MRS. It's a butane style fuel. The big thing to know when you're doing these, and I almost did it myself, is you never want to light this little jetboil with the cup or pot on top. Oh, almost made a mistake there. So what we're going to do is we're going to light this, and it sounds like a jet, so listen up. And this does have a slight adjustment to it, and then you, uh-oh. There we go. And then the cup just locks on top. Alright, so we are at 1 minute, so let's see how long this takes to boil this. So with jetboil, there's several different packages. The one that I have that I'm doing, well, I'm not sponsored by these guys anyway, would love to be, so hit them up if you like the video. This is the one that comes with the built-in coffee press. You can hear that thing kick off. I'll turn it up a little bit, but it has the built-in coffee press. It's got a silicone lid on it that's a little tougher than the normal silicone, and got your plunger. So what we're going to do is we're going to let that get to a boil, and we'll see how long that takes. It shouldn't take but just a minute. These things boil fast, guys. I can't recommend this enough. Like I said, we're not sponsored by them, but if you're working in the garden and you're away from home, this is a must-have. I'm going to switch the camera angle around and let you see where we're at. So this is within a minute. We're already there. You can already see the steam coming out, and this thing's starting to roll. So we're going to let it go. There's about 2 cups of water in there, is all that I have in there right now. It has an indicator on the side here as it warms up. This should change colors as that gets hotter and hotter. And you can see the little flame down there in the bottom from this butane stove kicking off. Like I said, this jetboil has, I've had several of them over the years. I'm going to turn you back around. You can see it already getting rock and roll. Actually, I'm not going to turn you around. I'm going to let you go with that right there for a minute. And like I said, I've had probably 3 jetboils over the last 4 years, and have just upgraded each time. We're at 1.5 minutes, minute and 40 seconds right now. So it's there. Go over and check out Nomadic Movement, their coffee company. It is a amazing thing. The company is called Morning Movement, but if you go to their YouTube channel, Nomadic Movement, you can get their coffee. I order a bag about every 2 or 3 months. It's my Sunday coffee. It's not Sunday, but we're going to let you see this. All right, let's see where we're at up here. I think we're about ready to add some coffee there at 2 minutes 15 seconds. So we're going to turn this off, which is just a little knob, completely off. I'm going to switch you around. Switched around. I'll set you down. A little bit off there. Let me adjust on this new little tripod. All right. Pour coffee in. I like my coffee strong, guys. So there that is. This goes into the top. I do about a half a press. Turn this to where it goes. It's got, I'll show you the top of this in a second, guys. So it's just like any normal coffee press. The top does have a pour fill and a strainer fill. So if you're like doing noodles or something on this thing, that's where it works and how it goes. So we'll let that sit there. Here is how this comes in. See how it turned orange from black to orange? That lets you see that it's heated to the temperature in which you want it, which is boiling. If you were in the mountains boiling and stuff, you could use that to kind of monitor how long you've been boiling and stuff to kill bacteria and things of that nature. Like I said, you never want to start a jet boil with the lid on it. It will melt your entire system because it forces the gas through the little cracks in the stove itself. They have bowls. They have all kinds of stuff. So if you have anybody, man, that hunts or fishes, or a lady that hunts and fishes, these are amazing. Now, jet boils are not meant to cook in. They're meant to boil in, as their name says, the jet boil. So you can boil water in there, put them into your mountain houses and stuff. You can boil stuff in there and put like potatoes and root vegetables in there. It works really great. Noodles work really great in there. You can also fry in them. You got to be very careful, but you can add oil to them and then deep fry some stuff in there. So like fish and stuff when you're out in the field for your catch and cooks, things of that nature. Work out really good. There's a fill line to them. They have some that are really big, Johnny Pot size ones that would work a lot better for that. But these things get so hot so quick that you really don't, you don't want to try to cook something that you have to control the temperature on, or even really reheat something. You want to heat water up or heat up a liquid and put in there. That's my personal opinion on this. So I'm going to push this plunger all the way down, because I've let it sit there for about 5 minutes. Or about a minute, not 5 minutes. It's taken us about 5 minutes to make this video. And we're going to let that sit there and soak for just a second. Then we're going to pour a cup of coffee and see how it comes out. We've got our two amazing cups here. We got the Mr. Right and the Off-Grid. And we're going to see how this cup of coffee comes out here. But I don't think there's many homesteaders, or I don't know if you want to say preppers or what, that will disagree that a good cup of coffee makes the homestead a lot better place. Makes me a lot better person in the morning. I'm a little grumpy at times, so a good cup of coffee works out really well. But the jet boil, I would recommend for any of you looking to get one of those to run out by them. They're a little pricey. They're around $100 to $165 depending on which kit you buy, if you've got the bigger pots or whatnot in there. But it is absolutely something that I think every homesteader should have. It's a great backup plan. If something goes out, you can heat up food, you can heat up water to boil stuff, you can boil water for drinking. The fuel canisters, the little fuel canisters last forever. I think we got a little girl coming out here to visit us right here in a second. Yep, here she comes. So I've changed shirts. We just did a mushroom video a little bit ago. I had to change shirts when we got in. And here's ELYN. ELYN, here. Jump up here. Say hi, everybody. Say hi.
I'm just coming to ask you because I'm hungry.
We're going to eat here in just a little bit. We're going to make chicken. We got our friend Kyle coming over. So as you guys know, we always homestead. These are not edited videos. This is the way we work here. I wanted to put out this video for a while because I really love the jet boil, and I think that it's something that will be a benefit, and I've not seen anybody else in the homesteading community putting it out there. But you really are. If you're developing your homestead and you don't have your home there yet, because the first thing you should be doing is working on your infrastructure. and you're not there 100% of the time, having this little device with you, it's a lifesaver. So I'm going to kind of kick you around a little bit here and let you down just a touch. And I like sweet cream in my coffee because I'm sweet like that. So we're going to pop this off. We're going to take this and we're going to see what kind of coffee we came up with here. So this is just a coarse ground that I did. So you can see where we're at. That's a full cup, which is way more than a cup. Let's see how much we can pour in this one off of this. Let's see how much you can get. And then I'll show you both cups. Okay. So let's grab this off of here. There's mine, almost all the way to the top with the sweet cream. Probably a good half a cup here of just black coffee. Plenty enough to get somebody through or started. But with that, guys, this cup's to you. I wish you all a wonderful day. I gotta fix this camera because it's going crazy. I wish you all a wonderful day. Drink your coffee. It's not just for in the morning. God bless and live with what God gives you. We're out of here.